Arthur Dennis is our first guest speaker with the presentation.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you. So, as you know, my name's Arthur, and for my NextGen project, it focused on the idea of how do we change narratives about education for young people. As some of you may know, my role at CPS is to recruit high school seniors to study education and become CPS teachers through Teach Chicago Tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah, hang up for that. Yes. And here's why. I believe that students want to be the change agents in their community, and one vehicle that can happen is that when they train to become a teacher. However, a challenge does present itself. How can students use their voices to be the change agents and change the narratives for themselves and inspire themselves to become teachers? Jasmine Thurmond, who you'll hear from in a moment, my NextGen mentor, helped me solve this challenge by giving me the idea to create a podcast, one that centers the voices of students about the value of education in their life. She gave me access to resources like a connection to Roberto Clemente High School's podcast studio, and so my vision can become reality. So now I want you to see a bit of the podcast that we created, episode 1, Race and Education, that will be live next month. Please enjoy.
I was blessed to have multiple male Black teachers in the elementary, but when I got to high school, I became aware of why I should be in this path. I didn't think of teaching until my senior year. So once I started thinking about everything that I've been through in each classroom, that's what made me shape to believe that I need to be in a teaching field.
English was my second language, which is actually the case for a lot of our students here in CPS. And I didn't really start picking up English until I was in 5th grade, which is really hard, especially if I attended a school that had no one that looked like me and a school that had no one that spoke my language. So that definitely made a big impact on me and my decision to go into education.
And those are two of our scholars, Torrance Snow and Yehudi Gonzalez, currently in Teach Chicago Tomorrow. But as you just heard, these student stories, they're real. It's the belief that the authenticity of these stories is what's going to attract and inspire more young people all across the school district to train and become teachers. Personally, I'm thankful to the NextGen mentorship because my mentor's guidance helped me center Black and Brown student stories and experiences of their time in CPS classrooms so they know that they are the solution to the challenges in our education system. So, Jasmine and NextGen, thank you. And now I'm going to pass it off to my NextGen mentor, Jasmine Thurmond.
Thank you, Art. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah.
I know it's a little late, so, our energy is low, but I'll keep it quick. As Art said, my name is Jasmine Thurmond, and I have the pleasure of being a mentor and a huge fan of Arthur Dennis. I actually had the privilege of seeing Art in action at a Community Action Council meeting long before we were matched in this program. I remember hearing him speak at that meeting, admiring his passion, and thinking, "Ooh, this guy is intense, just like me. I like him." Little did I know that several months later, we would be matched in the NextGen mentorship program. Mentoring Art has been exciting, heartwarming, and most of all, filled with pride. While it was daunting to me to have the charge to support him in harnessing his genius and leadership skills to build the next generation of CPS teachers through the Teach Chicago Tomorrow program, I was up for the challenge. Whether it was after work or on a Google Meet, I forced myself to slow down and simply listen. Listen to his dreams, his aspirations, his goals, and his upcoming projects and presentations. Once he shared with me his working style and how he best receives feedback, I committed to myself that I would adjust how I operated to ensure he received what he needed to thrive in this relationship. After we discussed the best ways to organize and prioritize his actions, he took off and soared like the eagle he is. The brief video reel of the podcast is just one of many successes Art has experienced over the course of this program. Art is indeed an incredible asset to Chicago Public Schools, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to support him on his journey. Thank you.